Just when we thought we were finished, iOS 14 actually has a secret feature. What? So, as you guys know, I've been uploading a lot of iOS 14 content today, and I was just in my bed looking at all the new features, browsing through this thing, like actually digging to see if I could find anything. I went into accessibilities, then I went into touch, and I saw this feature called backtap, and it's pretty interesting, so let's take a look at it. Alright, so this new backtap feature is actually really cool, and you could get really creative with it. So far there's only a double tap and a triple tap. So if you just jump onto the settings, scroll down to accessibility, all the way down to touch, then it's at the bottom like they were trying to hide it. Or like, Tim Cook, why are you trying to hide this from us? If you go into backtap here, you can see that you can have different actions you could use. So for me personally, I thought double tap for screenshots would be good. Instead of me trying to use two hands, I could just use one hand to screenshot. You know, that's coming really like useful actually. And then if you go all the way down, you could have shortcuts. So if you guys know what shortcuts does, is that you could literally build your own action. So what I did was I used triple tap to turn the lights off, and that's through shortcuts. So if I go ahead and triple tap, you could see it turns off my Philips Hue lights. And I would have to, if I want to turn it back on, sadly I have to go back into Philips Hue and do that. So it's not the most efficient thing, but at least it's something really cool. Like I'm in bed, I could just use my voice, or I could just triple tap my phone. Now accidental presses, I don't know. It will happen, you know. It's not perfect. It also works with a case. So if you have a case on, there's also a magnetic thing in here and a case. This is the most bulky case I could find. But if you double tap, see, it still works, you know. So this is just a cool little feature that I've seen, and yeah, I just thought that I would let you guys know that's definitely a game changer in my opinion. Another cool feature I found was with the keyboard. So apparently we now have search emoji. You could now search emojis, right? So if I go in here, and as you can see, we could search for emojis. So I could type in Jamaica, it brings up the Jamaican flag, and that's just really good. Like type in lol, it brings up all the laughing emojis, even lollipops. Now a trick to this is, if you go in, let's search for keyboards. This currently only works with the US keyboard. So if I go into keyboards here, keyboards, and say for example I added the Canadian one, all right, just by adding the Canadian one, it doesn't even work. Let's see. All right, it still works. All right, let's remove the US. Remove the US. It doesn't even show up, you know? So if it's not working for you guys, you probably need to enable the US keyboard. And it's really easy to find. Just go to English. Let's see if it works with like English Japan. I don't know why. Nope, still doesn't work. So yeah, you have to use the US version. It probably rolls out to more countries soon. So just make sure you're using the English US. You remove that one. And when you go down here, you could now search for your emojis. Pretty cool. And it also shows your most recent emojis as well. So yeah, that's awesome stuff. Alright guys, so that was that, and I hope you don't think I'm finished. I'll be dropping a top 50 hidden and just overall features of iOS 14, and also more features and tips and tricks with watchOS 7 will be on the channel. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and seeing my face all day today, but I hope you guys appreciate the videos, and as always, love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out.